Hold on.
Now say it one more time.
What is your question?
Okay, no, I'm explaining why.
I'm gonna ask this time. Just know
I'm
that.
explaining why they took the sign from Slauson Park and moved it over to 55th and Compton. 52nd and 53rd. And anyway, it used to be Compton Playground and Pueblo Del Rio Playground. It's at the projects. The reason why they took our name over there because everybody used to belong to sets that either started as a street, like downtown, 7th Street, Temple Street, and all of that. But when you come down this way, they was from parks. The dudes from the 20s was from 22nd Playground. So when you say, where you are? I'm from the park. You from the park? Yeah. What park? So our park was Slauson Park on 62nd and Hooper.
Okay, so right now that park.
Now, in order
what's it
to
called?
try to break, it's Bethune now. They call it Marion Bethune, but that's the original Slauson Park. That's why he cut the sign down. So that all Slausons, when we have a gathering, we take a picture around the sign.
The Slauson
Okay,
sign. Do you know that people, I don't mean to cut you off, but do you know that people did that? I can't speak for everybody, but I would tell you, I did not know that. I thought Slauson Park was
always... The county
always...
did that because if they felt that if they took the name from the park, then everybody in the next generation who grew up on that park would not be Slausons no more. And that's what happened. So that park now was run by 59 East Coast and Florence.
Right.
And half of them is related to Slauson.
Yeah, and half of them is related to Slauson, but they don't call themselves Slausons.
No, they East Coast Crips.
Yeah.
Right. So they felt
and that
like...
was the whole point. But in other words, if you want to break a street gang up, see, they couldn't change the name of the streets, but don't you notice that they got like Jefferson Park and so on and so on. They come up with all these exotic names now for a neighborhood that everybody has already claimed and say that's their hood, and they call it by their territory, that's their set. Right. Well, in order to break that up, then they want to move you out to Lancaster.
Oh, that's why I'm from West Adams now, not the Rolling 20s.
Yeah, you ain't from the Rolling 20s, you from West Adams. And pretty soon you won't even be on that.
We're the only neighborhood that was named after a park.
Right. So okay, wait. So was Slausons though? Was Slausons a gang though? Because people tell me they was.
No, let me tell you something.
They were never a gang, right?
Let me tell you something. Well, nobody a gang. We were clubs.
We were clubs. Just like if you ask the Hells Angels, they'll say, "Oh, you asked the chosen few." They said the chosen few. This is our clubhouse, and these are our club members. Right. All right. And then they got chapters. Well, we had cliques. And every clique might have had 100, 150 strong because those cliques came out of like the 7th and 8th grade would be one clique. The 9th and 10th grade would be another clique. You know what I'm saying?
And gangs are illegal.
Okay, so that's why they get the
We thought that was square to us.
Let me explain the club
To us, the word gang was square. It's like our gang comedy.
In American law,
yeah, I'm getting you.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
to have a gang,
Yeah.
See, the reason why we were club, because we had club meeting, we had dues. We had,
that's different.
We had president, vice president, sergeant at arms, and all that in the club.
War
meeting.
counselor.
If you war counselor, I said I was war counselor at the warlords of Baby Slauson. See, and if you were late to a club meeting, that was a quarter. No, it was a quarter.
That's the fine that you pay.
You said a fine. Yeah, a quarter in 19. Can you imagine a quarter in 1957?
Yeah.
And so with all the other,
like $5. Huh?
with the other clubs, like especially the dudes from Watson shit, you know what they did with the club membership dues?
What's that?
They bought jackets and emblems.
Okay.
And I'm talking about, who's the white boy that did all the emblems for all the clubs?
LB and Nitty Nitty.
Okay, so look, I want to ask y'all one more question real quick. The Chain Gang back in the days, right?
What chain?
The Chain Gang out of Inglewood.
No, that was way after us.
That was after y'all.
Way after us. We didn't know nothing about them. We hear them talking about them on Kev Max show and all that kind of stuff. We hear them guys talking about the Chain Gang.
Look at Byrd.
But no.
Byrd, look at you. I got you on camera, man. Let that lady go.
What would I look like when a fine young lady walks by
and you want to keep talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Right, I get you.
What kind of stuff is that?
Yeah, I should have paused myself and said hello.
Dead yet.
All right, what y'all want to leave the people, man? Y'all just broke down something to me I didn't know, man. I did not know Bethune Park was the original Slauson Park.
Let me explain something like it goes. They changed Slauson Park. They changed Compton Playground to Slauson Recreation Center or Park. And said the reason why Bethune is Bethune because when everything was going black, Reese is Bethune Junior High School, and then they named sportsman Okay, they named Sportsman Park. Okay, they named Sportsman Park Jesse Owens Park.
Right.
See, Washington Park along, which is named after Washington, the
Right.
dude of the newspaper dude. See, the thing was everything started getting named black. Okay, which we didn't mind. But one night I'm coming from La Puente, from one of my girlfriend's houses, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm coming from La Puente, and some kind of way I end up coming down Compton. Okay, Avenue, 52nd and Compton. I look and see Slauson sign on Compton Playground. I said, oh man. I said, no, there ain't no Slauson over here, blah, 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 blah. And that's a long story. And so then later on, that sign ended up missing.
Right.
You know,
we don't know who got it or who took it or whatever.
I don't
but,
know nothing about that.
Yeah, but it's missing
I
now.
don't know nothing about that. Because, you know, see, recently, when I was working youth authority, the guys asked me when I said Slauson, they said, see, over there on Crenshaw, them guys is over there by Nipsey Hussle, where he's at, who was that, all that right around. Yeah, they call themselves Slauson boys.
Right.
Okay, the ones at Compton Playground is what had Slauson name on it, and that's by the Pueblos, and so they wanted to know, was I Slauson from a Slauson boy? Some boys asked me, I said, boy? I said, we ain't had no boys from Slauson. You know, we was wrong, you know, just like that. And so the original Slauson Park is 62nd and Hooker. And so the sign disappeared from Compton Playground, and it just never appeared at Bethune again. Right. And someone comes up with the sign, and so in that picture that you're talking about, they got a sign. Right. We took a picture about 25 or 30 people or more on that sign.
Y'all used to come down and at Sentinel Park when we had the reunions over there. We started at the top of the hill, and everybody would come down the hill singing the Slauson song and had a Slauson sign.
What's the Slauson song, man?
We're from Slauson, mighty, mighty Slauson. Wherever we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them we're from Slauson. But there's another one. You ever heard the song, the 10 Commandments of Love?
Yeah.
You never heard that?
It's by it's old. It's from the early 50s. Thou shalt never love another.
Yeah, thou shalt never love another.
You're dropping money down here, man. You want to leave it there.
Stand by me all the
time.
All the while.
All the while, thou shalt always have faith in me. And something about happiness.
Go through life wearing a smile.
So we changed it to S is for Slausangeles. Land is for the milk, L is for the land of milk and honey, and so on and so on. And then we would always spell it out. Slauson stands for soul, loving, ambitious, unique,
sterling, on with the move, and never shall we fall.
Why y'all never said these in all the videos, y'all? Y'all have been interviewed by everybody. Me, Kev, Mac, Alex Alonzo, everybody interviewed y'all. Y'all never said that.
The boundaries of Slauson was?
The boundaries of Slauson is
First Street to Artesia.
And from some of the POP.
Oh man, that's the whole, that's a damn near.
First Street to Artesia, Knott's Farm, the POP from Halifax, Nova Scotia to Cairo, Egypt, all of that is Slauson. And then we started calling, we've spread out so far, we call Los Angeles, Slausangeles, California. And the motherfucker say, where are you from? What are you, ain't you all from out of your territory? So I'm from Slausangeles. I ain't never out of my territory.
Okay, let me tell you that.
Then we would say, wherever I go, wherever I may be, there's a Slauson if it ain't nothing but me.
It's another thing they don't understand. Okay, this area right here, see, they used to call them zones. Okay, zone 1, zone 2, watch is zone 2.
Instead of area, yeah,
okay, instead of area code.
It was a zone.
Okay, now when they changed it, this became 9001. My homeboy Kenneth Fulson, Europe. I'm from 9001. There's 9,000 Slauson, and I'm that other one.
We was from zone 1 because we're number 1.
We're number 1.
That's what we would say. This is zone 1. So
let me tell you something funnier than that.
We're number 1.
One time I met Reese, and the watch dudes came up to me and said, "Yeah, Slauson, what y'all got in Slauson?" I said, "What you got in the watch?" "We got the watch towers." I said, "Oh yeah?" I said, "Well, I tell you what, we got the blimp." See, because the Goodyear blimp, which is the post office right now, that's Goodyear from 1933 to 1983. The original blimp was parked right there on Florence, just before we get to McKinley.
They moved the car somewhere, didn't
big old thing there. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I told him, I said, "Well, you know what? Y'all got the towers. I'm going home. When I go home, I'm going to go change my clothes. I'm going to go get the blimp. And I'm coming to watch during the blimp, and I'm going to throw firebombs and bomb the watch towers." They looked at me and walked away. Because we had no thing, but they didn't. Where did the nigga come with a blimp?
Right.
He was down the street from my house. My blimp.
Yes, indeed. All right, thank you guys for that history, man. I appreciate it, man.
You know, the first Carl's Jr. is right here in this neighborhood.
The Carl's Jr., the original Carl's Jr. stand opened up on Florence and Central on the corner where the little school is now. Right on the southeast corner.
Yeah.
That was the first Carl's Jr. It was the stand. All you got to do is go to a Carl's Jr. and look
Sometimes
at
you see the
and the photo. It's a picture up there, and it's the little stand. And the man that gave Carl the wood for his little cart and everything was the what do you call him? What do you call that big old where they got all the plumbing and all that kind of stuff? What do you call those buildings?
Warehouse?
Yeah, they're not a warehouse where they were selling stuff. They had wood and plumbing and stuff. The dude's daddy, Dave's right there. They the one. He's the one that gave Carl Carter the wood that his daddy gave Carl Carter.
A lumber yard?
No, it's not a lumber yard. It used to be right here on Florence, and directly in back of Little Robert's house, over the fence from me. Okay, and then right across the street.
A hardware.
Yeah, hardware store.
Yeah.
The hardware store. Yeah, but they had plumbing and stuff. Yeah.